Good morning, sophomores. We are going to continue our study of post-World War II Europe, the post-World War II world for that matter. We're going to be looking at section 4 today, the aftermath of the Cold War. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, this is a short section. This video is not going to be anywhere near 15 minutes long. But if you don't take notes and add them to what you've already got, you will not do well on this quiz, okay? So the what they've got on the screen here is a bare minimum of what you need. You're going to have to take some extra notes. We're going to talk about the former Soviet Union and Eastern Europe and how it landed when the Soviet Union crumbled, okay? Some former republics wanted to be as independent as possible, while others maintained a repressive rule under different leadership. Some of them just really didn't change anything except dismantling the name of communism. They basically became socialist strongholds. Okay, some of the countries that we're going to look at are still fighting to get into a free market type of economy. Okay, the most dominant of the republics coming out of the Soviet Union were Ukraine, Belarus, and Russia. These three are the largest, the most populated, not largest in area, but largest in population. And they will be the most, I don't want to say successful, but because it's not success, they're just going to be the biggest countries that come out of this, and therefore the most stable, I guess, in a way. Russia will retain the Soviet Union's seat on the UN Security Council. Remember, the Security Council is the 5 permanent members and the 10 at-large members. Those are the ones who can veto anything that within the UN. Well, the 5 permanent members can, and Russia has that distinction, okay, along with America, China, Great Britain, and France. Okay, so we're going to look at these in different groups. Poland and Hungary first, because Poland and Hungary are able to complete the dismantling of communism in their countries without violence. Very admirably so. These two countries very quickly elected republic type governments. They rewrote constitutions. They got on their feet, and they're doing fine today. Well, by their standards. Okay. Romania, on the other hand, had a violent revolution, so violent, in fact, that they executed their dictator and his wife on Christmas Day. Okay. Their dictator was Nicolae Ceausescu. He and his wife were pulled out of their home and executed on Christmas Day in 1989. Then, okay, so Poland and Hungary, easy. No violence, not without pain, now mind you. It still hurts to change a government over, and it's still hard on the people, but they did it without violence. Romania, complete disruption, violence, executed their leader. Czechoslovakia, on the other hand, was one country, and they took a different approach. They decided that they had 2 different nationalities of people living within one state. So they decided to split into 2 states. And now it is the Czech Republic and Slovakia, 2 different nations. And then we move on to Yugoslavia. Yugoslavia divided, but not peacefully. As you can see in this picture, you have a UN peacekeeper in the midst of complete chaos, rubble all around him. Yugoslavia erupted into civil war, and they ended up breaking off into pieces. And the country of Yugoslavia was enormous, but today it is the countries of Croatia, Macedonia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, as excuse me, I missed one: Macedonia, Croatia, Slovenia, Bosnia, Herzegovina, and Yugoslavia. So it's now become 5 different countries. So they were not peaceful. The UN had to step in and bring peace to the region. This region, remember, was the powder keg of Europe during World War One, and we find that it still is today. It's just a lot of different um, ethnic groups of people trying to live in one area. And that's all I've got for today. See, look at that. I did it in under 6 minutes. Okay. So no excuses for not watching that video today and for not making sure that you watch the whole thing and take notes and you're ready for your quiz. I hope you all are having a great day. I was going to give you a interesting thought for the day, but I can't think of one. So we will call it quits there. Do your best on your quiz.